Hey, Possum, how's it going? Oh, I fell out of my boat. Yeah? How'd your test that you were studying for go? Remember you mentioned that a couple days ago? Oh, well, either way, good luck on that. Dude, the Poglyph thing you made is hilarious. I fucking love it. It's such a silly looking emote, but it's really good. Hell yeah. Enjoy reading that, I guess. Send me a copy so I can read it. You made that thing pretty quickly, too. I got a strong feeling that lava lamps are going to turn into a meme here in this Discord. I've only brought this upon myself. Oh, shit. The sand's multiplying again. Hell yeah, infinite sand. That's probably the most annoying thing about being this far out is just the infinite sand glitch. You know, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. No, the sand is the biggest one. Obviously, the world stutter is also very prevalent, but I mean, it's been happening like that for a long time anyway, so at this point, the world stutter is just old hat. Oh, dude, IRL sand is bad sometimes. Yeah. Gotta use that cobblestone up. It's just sitting in my inventory. I like to use up the initial cobble and dirt that I get from making the hidey holes for the first few days. And then after that, I'll start digging out dirt from the ground whenever I need it. That way I can make use of the resources I already have. Whew.
In the 2013 Cars spin-off Planes, there's an establishing shot of New York City which is missing the Twin Towers. This not only implies that 9/11 happened in the Pixar Cars universe, but that the planes that hit the towers were sentient terrorists.
I like how you've for the lately you've been opening your joining of the calls with just the copy pasta.
Are you even here?
Huh? Oh. Wait, am I being picked up on? Okay, I've been picked up on Streamlabs. Oops. Yeah, I forgot to relaunch voice mod, and so since my Discord microphone's set up to that, if voice mod isn't on, Discord just will not pick me up. Alright, shit, you gotta go. Hello? Can you hear me, Spikes?
Hi!
Yeah, sorry, voice mod wasn't on. I forgot to reboot.
Nah.
Yeah. I said I like how lately you've been opening up your joining of the calls with a copy pasta.
Exactly, why not?
Do you see that I'm here and then go find a copy pasta to read?
Yes.
That's hilarious. Possum says this also implies that there is a Hitler in the Cars universe.
Ah, you know what? That's true.
Car Hitler? I bet Car Hitler was a Volkswagen. I mean, it would make sense. I feel like Car Hitler would make a really good episode title, but I don't think I should put that on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but a couple hours ago there was a pretty significant Super Mario Brothers world record happened.
I did not. I don't keep up with the stuff as much as you do. But do, fill me in.
Well, there's a certain man by the name of Nifsky that got the first ever 454.
Oh.
Super Mario Brothers.
I remember.
That is the last second barrier ever.
They can't get lower than that?
They've literally reached the same second as the TAS, which is completely fucking bonkers.
The fact that people can gain this level of machine precision is just ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know if it's possible to quantify the most optimized speedrun, but it's definitely got to be up there.
Oh, for sure. I wish that I had that kind of skill with video games like that.
Also, it kind of helps that Super Mario Brothers relatively speaking, is a fairly simple game with pretty simple controls. And there's, like, not that many combinations of inputs you can actually do.
Compared to, say, Mario 64?
Yeah. Yeah, like... Unlike Mario 64, where you need to spend 20 minutes talking about parallel universes to explain how Mario can walk into a door underwater.
God, that is absolutely beautiful that it happens like that.
But yeah, for the past couple days as a means of self-entertainment, I've been doing a single-player playthrough of a CTM map called Divinity's End, which is by the same people who did Pantheon. I don't know if you've heard of that.
Pantheon?
It was like a giant collaborative CTM made like many years ago. A couple of big YouTubers like Zisto played through it.
Doing CTMs again will be nice.
And the highlighting feature of the maps that these guys make, there's 3 of them, is that the areas are fucking gigantic. There's just so much to explore.
Like the real chonkers?
Yeah, real chonkers, real thick boys.
Real thicky boys.
One day we will come back to CTM. One day.
Yeah, I mean, this all literally hinges on me, so you're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck you and your funny cheese wall.
But I like the funny cheese wall.
The funny cheese wall is having a toxic influence on your life, young man.
Probably right. Think of it like this, Splax. The more time you let me dedicate to the funny cheese wall, the more time we'll end up having later. Because either way, that time still has to go to the funny cheese wall.
That is true.
Plus, we're like getting into the home stretch, man. I just want to keep going.
Yeah, I understand.
Only 2.9 million blocks to go.
Hell yeah.
Which won't really take that long. It'll be over before we know it.
Hell yeah. I got business.
So the God Empire. Yeah, when you put it in the context of like everything I've already done, it's not like chump change, but it's certainly not as big as it used to be. Once we get like 1 million away, then it'll be like, holy shit, this is real.
Yeah.
And it'll only get more and more like that the closer we get after 12 million.
It's gonna be crazy when we get to like, well, 12 million. Then you're gonna be like, holy shit, that's really close.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I cover usually about 300 to 400 kilometers in a week. All depends on work, but yeah, just try to do as much as I can. If I could make it there before June 19th, that'd be cool. Sorry, I got the COVID.
Ah, yes, COVID. Tragic.
Yeah, I know. A real tragedy. Did you see the ore changes with the snapshot today?
I did not.
They have completely changed what happens when you mine like an ore block, like iron ore, gold, that kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, because currently the ones that would drop the ore block themselves are gold, iron, and copper.
Yeah.
But now when you mine them, think of it the same way as like when you get coal. You get the actual like item, and then you can smelt those things into the ingots. You can still obtain the blocks through silk touch.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that is a interesting change. But I believe
Very interesting indeed.
I believe fortune will apply to these now. So that's potentially really big.
Yeah. So that means fortune could be used on iron now, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it means. That's pretty big.
Finally, my dreams of making an iron tunnel could come true.
Oh god. Well, think about it. Spikes, you've heard people make iron farms forever. But think about it like this. Like, the mechanic of taking, like, the ore blocks and then smelting them has remained unchanged since the survival test in Classic.
It's true.
This guy on Twitter says, this guy says, I hate 1.17 now. The guy responded by saying,
Has Phoenix made a video about it yet?
Not yet. This guy says, so you can delete Minecraft now or stay in 1.12.2. Also, if you now hate Minecraft, you were wrong. You should have hated Minecraft since beta 1.2, where the pistons were introduced that were from a mod. He's got 5 version numbers off, but...
Joke's on you, I've hated Minecraft since they got rid of the Alpha Green.
Did you play during Alpha Green?
I didn't play myself, but I watched people play.
Alpha Green is a different feel. Oh yeah, so I was browsing through, r/Golden Age Minecraft, which is just like alpha and beta.
Yeah.
I think the furthest they post up about is like release 1.2.
Yeah.
But I was reading through comments and they were talking about like, what's your favorite thing about old Minecraft? And one dude was talking about like how like the server scene changed over time. And then he mentioned that he used to play this minigame a long time ago. This old Minecraft minigame called Dwarves vs. Zombies. And then
I've heard of that.
I responded, I was like, holy shit, I didn't think anybody else played that. Because it wasn't a very big community.
Yeah.
It's not like Bed Wars where everybody fucking knows it exists.
Yeah.
Speaking of Reddit, I should go back on there. I haven't been on there today.
Now, as a matter of fact, I have heard of this Dwarves vs. Zombies. Quite a fascinating little game.
Yeah. The Seasons mod for beta 1.7.3 makes Minecraft so beautiful. Damn. Should have installed that ages ago.
Go to the Farlands in the Aether mod.
That would be horrible. No, what I do is I install a jar mod that removes the non-physical block limit at 32 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then install the patch that fixes the jitter issue, and then just walk to the Fartherlands in beta.
Yeah, the Fartherlands. I feel like you're not getting the authentic Farlands experience without the jitter, but I do understand that kind of makes it unplayable after a while.
Okay, think about it like this. You want to know how big the jitter is when you get to the Fartherlands if you were playing in beta?
128 blocks?
No, it's like 64.
Aww.
But still, that's unplayable.
Yeah.
The farthest land is unattainable within a human lifetime. I wonder what the 414 mod and the possible fastest transportation methods available in 1.2 if you could reach the farther lands. They're still very far away, but I do wonder if it's feasible within a lifetime. I would not attempt something like that, but it's fun to theorycraft. I guess I'll die.
Can't get to the Fartherlands, may as well die.
Man, I kind of wish I installed a Seasons mod on this. This would have been, like, actually kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's what I want. I want a Seasons plugin for a server that we can run. I would enjoy that a lot. You know, I forgot to consider the storage limitations of a world where you attempt to reach very far lands.
Very far places.
Very far places. Okay, so based off of
The
what we
Fartherlands are 100 times farther than the Farlands, right?
80. So based off
Oh, only 80.
Yeah, so based off of what we know about Killo's world size upon reaching the Farlands was 75 gigs. That means, okay, you need roughly
80
6,000...
times 75 gigs, in like the tens of terabytes, I think.
6,000 gigs. So, more than 5 terabytes. And
So
ideally...
you'd only need like a 10 terabyte hard drive if you wanted to make backups of that world.
And ideally, you'd want to be running that on solid state.
Yeah.
So you need both a 10 terabyte solid state and a 10 terabyte hard disk to back it up on. You know what that sounds like? Fucking expensive.
And extreme load times for the backups.
Yeah, I feel like at that point, the backups would start taking days to write.
Yeah. You'd literally have to leave your computer on overnight for it to do a backup. And it wouldn't even be done in the morning.
That'd be a serious limitation, actually. Now, granted, it would take a while before that, because it would build up over time. Like, I used to be able to back this world up in, like, 10 minutes. Now it takes over an hour. So, over time, it'll gradually increase. There's only one thing that would inhibit someone from reaching the farther lands in the current version of the game, and that is the lighting engine breaking beyond 2 to the power 25.
Mm-hmm.
Lighting will outright stop working, which leads to the problem of mob spawn en masse. But also, you can't get food because you can't grow crops. Animals will not spawn anymore because there's no light levels.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, so you run into some serious issues with that. Now, if that
So
gets...
the farther lands are 80 times the far lands. Where are the farther lands?
Hang on, I think it's in the quadrillions.
In the quadrillions versus in the billions. So that's only like millions of billions.
That's a factor of like 3, or that's a factor of like, what, 12 up? Okay.
Quadrillions is like millions of billions.
Yeah, okay, put it this way.
So from the far lands, that'd be like, I don't know, trillions of millions?
Yeah.
So, you only need like a trillion times 80 gigabytes or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to find... it's listed somewhere. Oh, hang on, I can just go to the noise generator page. Because you know what the cause of the farther and farthest lands are, right?
More noise things overflowing?
Yeah, so the far lands and farther lands are caused by... The far lands are caused by low and high noise overflowing at the 32-bit value. Farther is caused by the selector noise overflowing at its 32-bit value. And then the subsequent two are the same noise generators overflowing at the 64-bit values. The squids are having sex in my Christian Minecraft stream. Okay, so... $53 quadrillion.
It's kind of far.
So you actually, or there's another serious problem with doing something that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how is movement calculated, Splax? What number format is it using?
Oh, isn't it going to be like insane jitter?
Well, you won't be able to move whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because you're already well past only integers for a double.
Yeah.
I don't know what the gap would be at that point.
I don't know, really big?
No, it's not going to be that big. You would be able to bypass it with fast travel methods, like fireworks or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Two.
But just like standard walking, you wouldn't be able to move.
Yeah. And of course, you'd also fall through the world.
Yeah, falling through the world is a thing that happens.
Yeah, it's more common in Bedrock, but it's more visible in Bedrock because it's all 32-bit values. But the same applies to Java, it's just that they're 64-bit equivalents. And it's never been an issue because it's so far outside of the game's boundaries that, you know, it's effectively not a problem. So it's actually impossible.
That's a shame. I was really hoping to go there someday.
Okay, so let's do some more theory crafting. So 53 quadrillion divided by 8. You would still need to reach 6.625 quadrillion in the Nether in order to reach it by just portaling out.
Damn. Yeah, nether portals don't make much of a difference that far out.
No. Because they're, because of the scaling.
I mean, even at the even at the normal Farlands, they don't make that much of a difference.
It's different. I'd say it's actually a pretty significant difference. 1.5 million versus 12. That's,
All right.
That's quite a lot. But, because the dimensional scaling doesn't go up with distance, it just stays at 8. It's going to become less significant.
Yeah.
In case you'd like to know, the overflow for selector noise at 64-bit is 4 quintillion.
Ah, only 4 quintillion.
Which is almost halfway to the edge of 64-bit Minecraft.
Hmm.
So those things are definitely well outside of the achievable boundaries.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, Fartherlands is still reachable. It'll take a bit over a decade, but it is in fact possible.
Mm.
But the other two are just so absurdly far away that it's not feasible. And since you can reach the Fartherlands in a little bit over 10 years, you can also theoretically reach the integer limit, although the only thing significant there is you would just crash.
Mm-hmm.
At least the Fartherlands is a different funny cheese wall.
kind of crazy how thoroughly we've explored what the limits of Minecraft are. We know where all the limits are now.
Yeah, the amount of knowledge has just increased over the past decade.
Which is cool, but at the same time, it kind of removes some of the mystery from the game.
That is true. That is something you can't really get back either. But, I don't know, I feel like I would rather trade the knowledge for it.
Yes, knowledge good.
It's like one of those things, like, you can't ever get back the experience of, like, playing Minecraft for the first time, because you just didn't know anything then. That's a very difficult experience to replicate, and you don't get it often.
Yeah. So you said around, like, early to mid-June is when you expect to get to the Farlands?
Yeah, roughly.
It's, like, not that far away.
No. Again, just making predictions.
Yeah. Can't wait for you to get like a 2-second shout out in an Venom video in 6 months.
Hell yeah. Okay. See, after I reach there, then I run into a new. I cannot get out of this. Yeah, damn it, there we go. It's a well hidden lake there. See, I run into the new problem after I get that. After I get there, is what do I do after that?
You don't know what to do with your life because you've built like your entire life routine around walking to the Farlands.
It's an integral part of my life. So like, what do I do to fill that? What direction do I take my Twitch channel with? Like, there's a lot of open-ended questions here.
Yeah. Become just like a generic streamer who kind of does whatever, but then you'll lose a lot of the people who are only interested in the Farlands.
Right. You have to build a dirt shack when I get there. I'm gonna build that green top. Hell yeah. I'll build like a dirt house there. Yeah, that's why I was thinking of like not continually, but like starting like more long-form adventures, but not no lifing them to this extent. Or maybe I will, but you know, that's a single feature.
Mm-hmm.
Because I genuinely enjoy doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, hello, Paranoia. It is I, the fruit economy. What did Possum ever do to you? Whew. Oh, you got that book addiction. Well, thanks for stopping by. That is an interesting concept. Take care, Paranoia. Have fun reading. few Garys. Potts, were you also Pacific time? Well, that explains why you're here so often. We're on the same time zone.
Would indeed explain it.
Yeah, I don't stream at very convenient times for the Eastern folk. But
That just means you gotta stay up later.
I really can't help it though, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Oh, damn it. Yeah, if I was on the East Coast, I would be able to have more convenient times for streaming. But sadly, well, not sadly, I like the West Coast. It's nice out here.
Yeah, you got lots of wildfires
Hell yeah, I love wildfires.
and fire tornadoes.
No, Arcus had those. I don't get fire tornadoes.
You don't get it where you are.
Nope. Just wildfires though. Just standard, everyday wildfire.
Just normal, boring wildfires.
Yeah, they need to make it more exciting. I'm excited for wildfire too.
Yeah, wildfire too.
Oh yeah, you're up in Oregon.
Reagan?
Yeah, Oregon. Oregon. Ronald Reagan. fall in a hole. That didn't happen, man. Yeah, it's just a conspiracy. It's what the anti-Firelanders want you to think, that I fell in a hole. You know, I've seen the second Matrix, but I've never actually seen the original one. I feel like it's not worth it. I should just go around the mountain. I mean, I didn't consciously choose to see the sequels. I just kind of saw them. Yeah, it's not like I was like, oh man, I'm gonna watch the second Matrix before watching the original.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you always have to make sure to watch any movie series out of order.
Genius. God, I remember staying up that late.
Indeed. You know, when you reach like 9696969 or whatever, you have to screenshot it.
You want me to screenshot that one too?
Yeah.
Alright.
Gotta screenshot all the funny numbers.
The ha 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 funny numbers?
The ha 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 funny numbers.
Ha ha funny number.
Funny, funny indeed.
Okay, short union break. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Ish.
Yeah, union break.
Union break.
Hey,
Hey!
Vsauce, Michael here.
Vsauce. Here. I just saw what Kevin put in the fun channel.
Did he put something good?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. It's about people being fucking stupid.
I like people being fucking stupid.
Ah, finally, my lava lamp has moved.
Nice.
Have people ever heard of using a rag? Like, a rag would help significantly with friction.
Oh no, people are fucking stupid.
That's for sure. That's what I get for not looking at my screen.
Oh, did something happen?
I fell into a dungeon.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I got a couple iron and some bread out of it, though, so I'll take it.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, so for the foreseeable future after this, I can see me doing a lot of streaming of our vanilla SMP.
Yeah.
Which is going to have to cause me to implement, you know, rules about saying stupid shit in the chat there.
Oh, yeah.
Since
I can
it'd be
see how that would be a
broadcasting.
problem.
Yeah, I'd have to, like, unlike every other time, I'd have to actually, like, care about what's being said there.
Gonna have to moderate things at least a little.
But I'll make sure that's clear to people. Like, within
Yeah.
the bungalow. And I think that, you know, we don't have any Jokos, so we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But one thing that I want to learn how to do is...
Hey, I can see why you wouldn't want people calling each other nice car monsters.
Huh?
It's just like, hold on, I'll message you.
I've never heard that before.
No. I was just making a joke because of that.
That's pretty funny, I like that.
It's a nice bait.
Debated.
Get fucking debated.
Yeah. So one thing I actually do want to learn how to do is, it's like while I'm doing SMP stuff, I'll probably be streaming for like, you know, 3 to 4 hours during the day doing that. But what I'd like to do is still upload the entire stream as a single video, but I'd also would like to learn how to edit things down. So I can convert, say, you know, a 4-hour stream into, like, you know, a viewable 20-minute video.
Yeah.
But that's going to require me to learn how to edit, so I will, at some point in the future, be taking that up. Like, Dragonbound's really good with editing, so I can take some pointers from him.
Could also just hire Dragonbound.
I'm not going to hire Dragonbound to do all my work.
Hire him to do it for free.
Yeah. So I was thinking of having, like, say, 2 separate playlists for that. Like, one where I just upload the entire 4-hour stream.
Uh-huh.
And then another one...
You could have, like, an unlisted playlist where you upload, like, the entire streams, and then...
Yeah, that's a good idea, and then just have it condensed into watchable, like, amounts.
Yeah.
The only thing that I would need to keep uploaded as bulk would be things like this.
Yeah.
Like, let's say eventually I decide to follow through and go to the Void Farlands. I would need to keep this as, like, a single, like, unedited stream.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take some time to learn that in July.
Yeah.
Could probably do the same thing with the Gmod sessions, too.
Yeah, you could edit down Gmod into, like, more digestible chunks.
Yeah, because Gmod in,
Instead of, like,
2.5
3 hour...
Yeah,
Instead of, like, 2-3 hour videos, you could have, like, 20-30 minutes of the best moments.
Yeah, which means I'd have to have time set aside to watch through it to find funny moments that I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. That needs to go in this, like, you know, edited down version.
That needs to go in my cringe compilation.
Yeah. basically, what I'm getting at is I'm trying to think beyond this, past it.
You're gonna become what the kids call an influencer.
Yeah, an influencer with my entire, what are we at? My 2 viewers and 78 followers. I'm gonna be an influencer.
Yeah, you could influence the whole 2 viewers, one of whom is probably awkward lurking.
No, it's probably Dragonbound, unable to sleep again.
Yeah, that too.
I should probably, maybe I should do the same thing with the UHCs as well. Because those are usually 3 to 4 hours in length.
Yeah.
Basically only leaving, like, long-form journeys like this is unedited. Because I would not want to take the time to edit 15 hours.
Oh, let me just edit down the 16-hour stream.
It would not be worth it.
Yeah.
Especially since the whole reason it goes up unedited is for not validation, verification.
Even Kurt doesn't edit down his streams, he just uploads them unedited.
Yeah. It makes sense for a long-form thing like this versus, you know, playing on a Minecraft server for 3 hours during the evening or whatever. That's just all skills I need to learn now.
Mm-hmm.
I do really think it's hilarious, though, that this has accidentally become a hobby of mine.
Yeah. I would say it's more than a hobby, it's an obsession.
I'd say it's a hobby. Like when I'm sitting at work, I'm not sitting there thinking like, oh man, I really want to go home so I can stream. I'm mostly just kind of just chilling there waiting to go.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm wasting all this time when I could be walking to the funny cheese wall.
No, like, well, I mean, especially since I don't really have control over, like, when I leave is, like, don't worry about it. Just enjoy the time with the people that I'm there with, too. And especially since, like, these aren't fucking going anywhere. Like, I'll come home and I'll keep going.
Yeah.
And whether or not I do much during the week, I still have the weekends, too. Like, it's not that big of a deal. If I don't, like, you know... Like, say, like, I missed a day yesterday because I was on duty. It doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
You know the entire reason I started streaming was because of Maggie, right?
Yeah. Fucking Maggie ruining everything.
Yeah, so originally I just downloaded this to just record it, and then she's like, "Oh, I want to be able to like watch," and I was like, "Okay, well I could Discord stream and then record." And I was like, "That would probably be really laggy on the computer." And then I thought,
Yeah,
"Oh wait,
stupid.
I know you can export stuff from Twitch to YouTube. Why don't I just stream to Twitch and then export to YouTube afterwards?"
There you go.
And thus my basic system was born. Yes, thank Maggie, or as she sometimes goes by, Creeper Slayer 69. Yeah, I might not upload the first few Gmod sessions until I can take the time to edit them down.
Or she also goes by Maggie.
Maggie. Oh fuck! Does it mean I'm gonna turn into spammer? I'm gonna just have like a bunch of footage that doesn't just sits in a hard drive.
Oh yeah.
I still need to have. I asked Dragon about if he can edit the UHC footage. I still need to send it over to him. Honestly, I should just fucking download a program to just do a quick edit with myself.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it.
Eventually.
Eventually. 2 hours later. Did I show you the line graph of channel views?
Yeah, if you're gonna edit, then you have to like start fishing, then cut to like one of the SpongeBob title cards, and then cut to like 2 hours later.
Dude, I should totally use a SpongeBob title card. That'd be fucking funny. Okay, I did not send you the line graph. So this is the line graph from the YouTube channel. If you look at the ladder end, you can see a gradual upward slope.
Yeah.
I do like how jagged it is. You can see really random spikes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
One eternity later. You just realized that? Yeah, so, did you know that Minecraft used to not always have a hunger bar in it? So, I'll demonstrate. Do you know how food works in this version? Yeah, so the hunger bar was added in version beta 1.8, and that added the hunger mechanic along with sprinting. Of course, you know that hunger is dependent upon, or your regen is dependent upon your health or hunger level. Give me one moment. I'll sleep in this after sunset here, and then I'll eat some bread. So, food in this version, and all versions prior to this, does not stack. Correction. Cookies stack, but they only stack up to 8. So you can't stack, pork chops on top of each other. In fact, there are certain foods that don't even exist. Cooked chicken and beef don't exist. So the only, meat food was pork chops. So you would get those from just killing pigs. Now, probably one of the best foods in this version for that one of those reasons is storing wheat for bread. Because you can stack the wheat, but you can't stack the bread. So as you can see, I got this bread here, right? Now, obviously, you'd have the eating animation in the current versions. And then it would restore your hunger will restore your health. Instead, however, you simply right-click and it'll just restore the health. And for the most part, the foods that exist in modern versions, their health restoring is equivalent to what their food number is. So, bread will restore 2.5 hunger points. In beta 1.7.3 and prior, it'll restore 2.5 hearts. So I've got a half heart down, right-click, eat the bread, half heart's restored. And that is the way food worked from the inception of it all the way up until beta 1.8. Ooh. The lava lamps warm up splax has reached the point where there's just a column of wax springing up to the top.
Hmm.
Yeah. It definitely changes the way you have to play the game, because let's say you go caving, right? Well, you can't bring that much food with you, because you still have the same amount of inventory space. So let's say you get into a fight with some cave skeletons, right? And these guys will fuck you up. Well, you gotta be quick, you gotta move the food onto your bar and eat it before you die. The most efficient food, or the best food you can use was cooked pork chops that will restore 4 hearts. So that, combined with the darkness of caves in versions prior to beta 1.8, made it a lot harder. Like, Minecraft comparatively is really, really easy nowadays. You know, I really wish I had installed a Seasons mod to walk to the Farlands with. That would have been kind of nice.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I can do that when I walk to the Fartherlands.
Maybe you can.
I'm dead serious. I will do that at some point.
Nice.
I legitimately, all I need to wait for is for the lighting bug to be fixed. And then that's really it. Would you like to know some other information about Minecraft history? Splax is an old school
Oh
player.
boy, Minecraft history.
You know, it's actually kind of interesting that there are still like active alpha and beta servers from like various communities that are still like playing these old versions.
Oh yeah.
I got an inbox message. Comments. My favorite song. I have to rename this playlist later on and just use it for long journeys.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that's what this music style fits for Crinkles.
Yeah.
I'll have to find some other form of background music for other shit. Actually, you know what I could do? I should ask Bug what she uses. Or like how she does it. Oh, were you here when we watched a pink sheep get murdered by a wolf?
I don't think I was there for that. That sounds really funny.
Yeah, so I stumbled upon a pink sheep, and a wolf was nearby, and he killed another sheep. And I was quickly trying to like walk towards it and grab its wool before the wolf murdered it, but sadly I barely missed it. The sheep died.
Aw.
Splax, you know about the fact that the beta noise map is still within the game, right?
Yeah, you've told me that.
Yeah, Arker taught me about that. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
I know a decent amount of Minecraft trivia, but really old mechanics. Do you know that before furnaces, the way you would smelt items was by throwing them in lava?
Seriously?
Yep, was the original way to smelt items.
That's really funny.
I'd imagine that was changed in the survival test versions. Oh, that looks really cool right now, the lava lamp. Like, most of the wax is in this, like, column, going all the way up to the top.
Back in a minute.
Goodbye! Ooh, lasagna! I fucking love lasagna. That shit's delicious. There's a doggo. Yeah, yes I was possum. That it was the original way you would smelt down items. Yep. It's a very interesting mechanic. Let's see. The other interesting trivia is that creepers, when they were first implemented, they would not explode immediately upon attacking you. Instead, what would happen is you would just kill the creeper and then it would blow up. Oh, the wax column's falling apart. Rest in peace, wax. Yeah. So, like, the differences between, like, old and modern Minecraft are, like, stark. And I like playing both for different reasons. Like, I'm not a fan of building in older versions like this, simply because it's more tedious, and I'm not a big fan of, like, building in tedium. I'm obviously able to do tedious tasks such as this, and the main reason I like this version is mostly for world exploration. Because one thing this version has over the modern versions is that the world truly does feel empty, and it's just you. There's no one else here. The current patches, you got villages, you got villagers, you got all kinds of man-made structures littered throughout the world, but this just feels like an empty open world. The only real structures are dungeons. That just contains a block that spawns mobs in it.
Bitch.
Bitch. Other than that, the worlds in beta and alpha are very open and empty. Some more trivia for you, Splax.
Uh-huh.
So, a previous game that was worked on prior to this by Notch was called Ruby Dung.
Yeah.
And it was an isometric base building game similar to Dwarf Fortress. Some of the textures, though, that ended up in Minecraft came from that, such as the grass texture. In fact, the early versions of Minecraft, like I'm talking like pre-classic in May 2009, were originally it was like a combination of that game and Infiniminer, which had released like in April that year. Which is like you could see it and definitely see it as like a precursor to Minecraft. But that's why the early versions of pre-classic Minecraft are labeled RD for Ruby Dung. Rather than MC, which is eventually changed after I think a week or two of that. It changed to the MC format. Yes, there actually is a mod that recreates all of like the beta features. Actually, I was reading about it on the subreddit earlier. I'll see if I can fetch it for you. Oh, man. I have no idea where this is. I remember seeing it like yesterday on the subreddit. I will find this for you. Tetris? Pachinko. Anytime I see pachinko machines, all I can think of is that damn level in Mario Sunshine. The pachinko machine in Mario Sunshine might have been hell, but it's nothing compared to the fucking Death Water. Oh, damn it. Jetpack Joyride? What is that? That sounds like an interesting game. No, I've never heard of it actually. I see. I don't play that many mobile games. Huh. Interesting. I'm still trying to find this thing. I'll find it. Dang. Man, I can't find it. Maybe I found it in an Omni archive. Maybe somebody might have posted it over there. Oh, Splax.
Huh?
This is what it currently looks like right now. I think this looks really interesting.
Ah.
It's really wavy looking. Alright.
Some good lighting on Bold and Brash.
Oh, it really enhances Bold and Brash.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody posted about this a few days ago. Just gotta scroll back up. Temple Run, Subway Service, and Jetpack Joyride were I do remember Temple Run being very, very big, like years ago. And of course, Subway Surfers. And everyone's favorite famous game, Flappy Bird. Okay. What am I looking for here? Flappy Bird wasn't that bad, man. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell? Oh man, I remember that. That was still relatively like played during like my senior year. And I've hit another mountain. Oh, so you were jealous that they were all better than you. Envious even. Yeah, I'm grounded. My mom said that I have to go to the corner. So I took it literally. I swore. That's what I did. Crime? Yeah, I committed tax evasion. Don't commit tax fraud, kids. Maybe I found it from top posts of all time. Oh, okay, the biomes. There are several biomes. I'll list them off from the wiki because I can't exactly remember them all. Man, I can't find this. Oh, found it. Hell yeah. It's the Beta Plus mod. I guess it's for version 1.12.2. Let me see if I can find a link here. I believe I have a link. Yep, there it is. I have a CurseForge link. Let me go ahead and drop this in chat for you. There we go. Okay, you said you wanted biomes? Biomes coming up. I like how Splax, I can type the word beta into my phone and it'll type 1.7.3 as like predictive text.
Hell yeah.
So, biomes were much smaller before the adventure update. And they were not as pronounced. Like, some of these biomes are really, really similar to each other. And the only way you can really tell is by, like, grass color differentiation. And obviously deserts are made of sand. There's one important thing to note about Biome Generation and actual world generation at this point in time, is that they're very different from after Beta 1.7. So, there are 13 biome types in this version. 10 in the overworld, 1 in the nether, and 2 unused ones that are in the code but aren't encountered in normal play. They were added in Java Edition Alpha 1.2.0, and they weren't really changed that much between then and Beta 1.8. The only real differences that were added were spruce trees and the addition of birch trees. Alright, so you have Rainforest, which is identified by very bright green grass. You can think of it more as like a precursor to the jungle biomes that were added in Release 1.2. Identifiable by their bright green grass and the ferns that are littered on the ground. Give me 1 second here. I didn't really need a boat to cross this, yet I did it anyways. And the trees in there have a 1 in 3 chance of being large trees instead of 1 in 10, like in all other biomes. I actually didn't know that. They got a larger amount of tall grass and ferns. A biome is classified as a rainforest if the temperature is greater than 97% and the rainfall is more than 90%. So then you have seasonal forest. Seasonal forests spawn with a temperature of 97% or greater, at a rainfall value between 45 and 90%. They are commonly found between forest and rainforest biomes and near plains biomes. They can be found... okay. They're identical to forests, except their canopies are lower density and are only capable of spawning oak trees. They have a little bit of tall grass, but sometimes more is present. Forest. A forest is a biome with many trees and a little bit of tall grass. Wolves can spawn here. Forest is one of the only biomes where birch trees spawn. Generates between some more different temperature values. Due to some forests generating areas of 50% temperature, snow can be present on hilltops but does not regenerate. The grass color can be dull green, lush green, and bluish gray depending on the temperature and rainfall values. Let's see. They were and still are one of the most common biomes in the game. Next we got Swampland. This is identical to another biome called Shrubland, with only the unused color variables, the biome name differing. It's got kind of like a less saturated green. It's a little bit darker. I'll point one out next time we come across one, because they're a little bit distinct in terms of their color. Then you have Savannas. It's a biome with mostly flat terrain and very few trees, although some hills do spawn and can host tall mountains. It's one of the flatter biomes alongside deserts and tundras. The grass color is usually dull orange to bluish gray. Next you got Shrublands. A biome with few trees and no tall grass. It's identical to Savanna biome along with Swampland. It's one of the smallest biomes in the game, rarely ever being larger than a few chunks. So it's not a very common biome. Then you have the taiga biome. That's pretty much identical to what we have today. Spruce trees, snow. And then desert. That's also fairly straightforward. It's sand, cacti, the works. Then we got plains. That's also identical to the plains that we have today, with just mostly free of trees and tall grass. Then you got tundra. Also similar to what we have today. It's just snow. Flat snowlands. Then there's an unused dimension in this version called Sky. It was a hidden biome before Beta 1.9 pre-release 4. This biome was exclusive to and the sole biome of the Sky dimension. It would generate floating islands with oceans of air surrounding them. Trees were uncommon, no weather occurred here, it had small patches of snow, although it would not accumulate again. It had green with some extra blue here for foliage color. This biome was introduced in Beta 1.6 along with the Sky dimension itself. It was reintroduced for the End's biome. So that biome ended up being repurposed for the End generation. So important thing to note is that we don't have things like oceans or mountain biomes. So prior to Beta 1.8, oceans and mountains were structures. And they were generated just using the noise map. And that kind of brings me into my next point here, is that the way Minecraft utilized the noise map after this version was that the height variation was affected by biomes. So this version, it just generates the noise map, and then it kind of just pastes the biomes over it. Which is why you'll get funny stuff like this desert here. Like, this really doesn't make sense for it to be here. Or you'll have things going, like, up the sides of mountains and stopping. Simply because the mountains were a generated structure along with oceans. I believe there might have been... there might have been more generated structures. No spaceman. What is interesting about the cubic chunks mod? Funklands or bust. I like it. The color of the grass changes with height. Really? That's fascinating. I mean, I feel like it's probably not that hard to program, but that's really interesting. What's, like, the general trend with it? I tend to have stream delay very low. It allows more fluid conversation between me and you guys.
Look at you, you're getting good at solo commentary.
Thanks, Flex. I was like, man, he's been silent for like 10 minutes because I was just rambling about World Generation.
Yeah.
Thanks, Flex. You're a great co-host.
Hell yeah.
Well, hang on. How did you just sign into Twitch if you just commented using your account just now? Riddle me that, Batman. Oh, interesting. That seems a bit sus.
Pretty sus.
Pretty sus. Sour? Oh no. Oh no. I shouldn't have said sus. I can't even say like sus like in the context of not Among Us now, like especially at work.
Among Us has taken over my life.
Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head! I actually didn't know this. Beaches were not a biome in beta. They're actually a structure. I enjoy a good Among Us copy pasta though. Like the cringe, the intentional cringe is what's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, Pasta, what you should do is you should do some streams where you pay attention to chat and pay less attention to the drawings and see what funny shit happens from it. You might get a man with like an abnormally large torso. I think Among Us memes without substance behind them, or really memes in any context with like real substance or humor behind them, is kind of just annoying and cringy. But if they're well thought out and they're, you know, satirizing, you know, cringy kids, it's funny. That was almost another hole moment right there.
Oh no. April 2021 hole incident.
Oh shoot, it's almost time for the Heaven Stairway incident. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Hole? Alright, I think that's the episode title. That's pretty good. Rick Hole.
Rick and Toly.
Rick asshole. The Rick Astley paradox. One of my favorite copy pastas.
Yeah.
Oh, good news, Flax. The lamp has started flowing with the lava.
Hell yes.
Not very quickly, but it is moving. You know, I kind of really wish I had installed a Seasons mod for beta, like, you know, 6 months ago, but I didn't really think of that at the time. I'm just glad that I actually, you know, was able to do a manual mod install in the jar. Because I remember being, like, a really stupid 14-year-old and not understanding how to do that.
Yeah.
Now I'm just stupid but older.
Hell yeah. I love being stupid but older.
I like being stupid.
And a boulder.
Boulder? I barely knew her.
And brasher. But I barely trashed her.
That was very stupid of us. But you know what?
I'm always stupid.
Stupid is my
You
middle
need
name.
stupid, you've come to the right place.
So maybe stupid, but it's also dumb. Here, Possum. I will put a nice image for you in photo gallery of the like old biome temperature rainfall map. That kind of just lists all of them there. It's like a... It's like a linear axis, I think. Oh no. Why is there an Amogus react to this? What the hell? Troll face, big pocket. Amogus, yeah, I saw that, Jameson. Trollface will never die. Introducing you to... Britain? Is that Vinland, but in Great Britain instead? I like it. Give the British a taste of their own colonizing medicine. You think if I talk shit about the British enough, it'll summon Arkard?
I hope so.
I think it will. Let's see. Since we're on the topic of Minecraft trivia, did you know that when wheat was first added in Indev, there was actually a bug with it where it would not cycle through the 7 stages, but it would instead cycle through 16 stages?
Hmm.
And every stage after 7 would not have a texture to pull from. So instead it would start pulling random block textures. And then after it reached 16, it would just crash. And the world would be unopenable. Classic notch bug. You pull out more random information from my head here. Cursed, you say? I think I'm gonna add a command to Nightbot, Splax.
Yeah?
It's just gonna be Pirate, and it's gonna link to Arkard's video.
Uh-huh.
That's such a good video.
Yeah.
It's gotta be the best pirate I've ever seen. Okay, more trivia for you. Apples, rather, yeah, golden apples and apples were both added on February 27th, 2010. But the only possible way you could get apples within Minecraft until release 1.2, or 1.1? Can't remember which. Before they started dropping from trees.
Kill Notch?
Yeah, the only way you could get a red apple was by killing Notch. And he would always drop an apple. And then you would craft a golden apple using the recipe with gold blocks around an apple. The only way you can get a golden apple was from a dungeon. Making them one of the rarest items in the game prior to them being, you know, mass craftable.
Yeah.
Another bit of trivia is that the 2 music discs I have in my inventory are the only 2 music discs in the game. The remaining music discs were not added until release 1.0. Yeah, I believe this is a, I think that might be a glitch related to beta 1.7 and, like, newer graphics cards. I read something about there being an issue with, graphics and, clouds. I do like it, though, because it makes, like, a nice shading effect. Yes, in release 1.9, they made notch apples non-craftable, and they would only spawn from dungeon chests. Which I like because that makes them far more valuable. I like having a few rare items that are, like, really difficult to get.
Should make notch apples craftable with Notch's head.
I like it. And, like, really, you don't... If you could craft them in 1.16... Eh. I mean, it's super easy to make, like, dummy-efficient gold farms. I mean, it wouldn't really be that, Yeah, it'd be kind of scuffed. I don't know. Weren't they? Didn't they say they were gonna, like, update some of the like existing biomes, like Swamplands?
Probably.
Like, I think at this point they're not adding many more biomes. I think they're just refining the existing ones to make it more, I guess, quote, immersive, or just adding better elements to them. Like, the mountains have been unchanged for a while, and they're finally getting a nice overhaul. I think Swamplands need updating. They are good, though. Swamplands are far better post 1.12. Mostly the watercolor really helped a lot. Mostly, though, I just want to see frogs in Minecraft. Maybe some toads. Yeah, I remember when the development cycles were much faster, but consequently there was less in them. I really like what they've done so far.
Development cycles were faster because you could add, like, 2 things and call it an update.
Yeah, back in, like, alpha and beta. I do like their current development cycle model, though, with 1.13.
Uh-huh.
Like, I really have enjoyed these, like, large, feature-rich updates.
Yeah.
Granted, if it happens, like, every year, so be it. They're still really good.
Yeah.
Fun fact, do you know that 2015 did not see any major patches to Minecraft?
Damn.
I thought that was, rather interesting.
Not aware of that. Were there any other years without major patches?
No, that's the only one. Oh, I am really, really in love with the caves. Wow, really? Man, I thought 2015 was only 2 years ago.
I thought it was only 2 months ago.
Wow. The cave generation is absolutely wild. Like, they feel like actual natural caverns now. Just these wide open spaces that are just flowing with, like, you know, beautiful rock formations or whatever. The original TNT time-lapse? I am not familiar with that. Oh yeah, Possum, I've seen that. Have you seen how they, I'm sure you've seen how they have, like, the, oh yeah, okay, next to the wood with chains. Yeah, and, like, the supports. Those are really nice. What is the original TNT time-lapse?
Are you still in a version where you can punch TNT?
No. Actually,
Damn.
when was that changed? Let's go to the wiki.
Probably 1.5 or 1.6.
Beta?
No, obviously release.
This was the version when they stopped punching sheep to get wool. This was when they added shears.
Hmm.
Geez, TNT was added in 0.26 survival test.
Damn.
Oh, it was actually beta 1.7 when it was changed to get the prime with redstone. Yeah. Alright, Possum. It sounds like you really like abusing animals. Or maybe just sheep. I don't know what you're into, man. To each their own. Time lapses are satisfying. They made a giant block of TNT and filled it with TNT. Really? That's awesome. Beta 1.7 had a lot of changes to it.
Yeah, it was probably like the biggest update up to that point.
Yeah, it changed a lot of really old mechanics at that point. Oh, interesting. The silverfish texture was added in this version. It cannot be summoned as there is no AI for it. Changes. Brick textures and cobblestone textures changed. Oh yeah, I think this is the version when they changed the cobblestone texture from like its alpha texture into what it is or what it was for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The channel got terminated
Before they changed all the textures again.
Jesus, what happened to that to get the channel terminated?
Weren't there like a few unused textures that were in the game like forever, and they just never got around to actually adding items for them?
Yeah, gears. Gears were in for a while before they were removed.
Yeah.
The locked chest was in the game for a long time before it was finally removed with the flattening.
The flattening.
That was in version 1.13 when they removed numerical IDs from blocks and referenced them by names instead. Yeah. I don't know why it's called the flattening, but you know, it is.
Flatten these nuts.
Got him!
Got him.
Damn. You gotta write a letter to Susan Wishbone and tell her to reinstate the channel. Or whatever the fuck her name is.
Susan Wahooba?
Susan Jehovah's Witness.
Susan Wahajapit?
Oh, I know exactly how to say her name, but it's way funnier to butch it with long W words.
Wait, how are you supposed to say it actually?
Wazinski.
Wazinski?
Yeah, thank you, Polish, for being a really, really, you know, easy language to read if you're not native. Susan Wazowski, you forgot to file your paperwork. I prefer 3D clouds. over flat. Susan Washcloth. Susan Worcestershire sauce.
Susan Make-A-Wish Foundation.
That really shouldn't be that funny. Susan Warehouse Explosion.
Warehouse Explosive, that's good.
Susan Wildebeest.
Susan Wonder Woman.
Susan Wonder Woman. Splash, did you know in Beta 1.6 the cobwebs were added?
Yeah. Weren't spiders affected by them at first?
I don't remember, but they were added to the game, but they weren't used until Beta 1.8. Susan, when is my dad coming back? You know, my dad's been taking this social distancing thing really well. It's been 17 years. Susan Van Wilderman. This is an interesting bug. They fixed clay generation in this version, and then squids are able to despawn. I guess there was a bug where squids couldn't despawn. Do you know about the clay generation?
What about clay generation?
So in Beta 1.6, for some fucking reason, clay got glitched, and it was only able to spawn when the coordinates were the same value. So it would spawn in diagonal lines out from the origin. Yeah, that was the only place you could find clay clumps. It was like on the convergence of, you know, two axes at the same value. Fun fact.
Are there any other cool clay facts you've got for me?
No, but I do have the fact of up to this point, the two contributions that Jeb had made to the game, because he was on board at this time, was he's responsible for adding both wolves and squids. So really, if you want to blame glow squids on anybody, blame Jeb.
Fucking Jeb.
He started this glow squid thing back in 2011. What does that mean, Spaceman? Was that the channel's name? Squids are so fucking stupid, they're also a risk to themselves. Yes, squids are mindless. Oh. You made me think of, Splax, do you remember the squid milk bug?
The what bug?
The squid milk bug.
I don't remember this.
Okay, so when squids were first added, Jeb gave them the same code as cows, which means you could milk them.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Yeah.
Squilk.
Squilk! Alright, squid milk is also a potential title.
No, it has to be Squilk.
No, squid milk.
Cowards.
Squill.
Squilk.
So, Faye, did you read through my my list of features?
I was pretty busy today, so I didn't really have the chance to look. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it sounds like you're busy dying.
I've got the... I've got ligma.
You got ligma?
Yeah, it's what killed Steve Jobs.
Who?
Ligma balls!
Who's Ligma?
God damn it.
Rick Osterloh.
Who?
Rick Osterloh.
Uh-huh.
The president and chief operating officer of Motorola Mobility Holdings.
Ligma COVID.
Fig, have you ever wished that the Minecraft observer could see entities?
Yeah.
That's one of the features of this mod, purely server side.
No, it means you can set up like traps with it too.
Yeah. And you can choose whether or not you want it to only see living entities, i.e. not items.
Mm-hmm.
Option to make it so you don't need an arrow for your infinity bow.
Spaceman, how long did it take you to binge all that content?
How much did you binge?
All of their content.
All of whose content?
A channel called the Ethnic Assassins.
That's
How many
sus.
videos is that?
I don't know. Oh, 10 time lapses. That might have been the reason their channel got fucking knocked off. I feel like if it's a channel name that's a problem, and they've been around for a while, the best course to actually be like, hey, YouTube would be like, hey, change your fucking channel name. Rather than just fucking...
Yeah, that's how Town of Salem is with
Well,
inappropriate usernames.
I feel like there's better ways you can do that than just be like, hey, go
That
fuck
would
yourself.
require YouTube to involve like actual humans in their moderation process instead of having everything done by algorithms.
Yeah, that's YouTube's biggest weakness, IMO. Like, so many issues can be resolved by talking to a human being because, you know, we're capable of complex thought. Well, some of us. I can't speak for Fan.
I don't know about you, my thoughts aren't very complex.
You ever just blank out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do because I have the memory span of a goldfish.
Yeah, like, unironically, the easiest way to get in touch with an actual human at YouTube or Google is to just yell at them on Twitter until someone responds. If you try and, like, email their support or something, you're just gonna get a bot response.
That's kind of bad.
Yeah.
My mind is very out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, I mean, you can't really see your brain.
How can your mind be out of mind? Tell it to get more.
Uh-huh.
Telling your mind to get more mind.
Mine?
And be very mindful about it.
You know what Minecraft needs?
There are a few channels that do post only a few
Pollution.
videos a year, and they haven't been terminated. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like you'll never know the real reason why they were terminated.
When I think about the things Minecraft needs, pollution is definitely up there.
Yeah, but then we're gonna have Minecraft global warming.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
Yeah, we need to melt all those. Yeah, kill the fish and the turtles. Oh no. I don't want to see I don't really want to see a Minecraft turtle getting like strangled by like the six-pack rings.
A New York congressional candidate says, quote, America is a homeless person with a Gucci belt.
Cool.
And I think about that a lot.
Bring plastic in. Oh, we can make the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, just in Minecraft.
How are you, Fig?
The Great Atlantic Garbage Patch is Great Britain. I'm great.
But are you Britain?
I'm not
Well,
Britain.
they do both have garbage in the name.
Screw you guys, I'm updating Discord.
Oh no.
Do you know that the Great Garbage Patch actually isn't growing? Which doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
And do you know the reason for that?
No.
Plastic-eating bacteria.
Damn.
For fraud. Are they defrauding people of money? I don't think your channel can get terminated for inactivity, can it?
No.
Mystic, you're literally going to be back in the Discord. Aw, thanks. I'm glad you think I'm cute.
Figure I'm already back.
Wow. So now you're just fucking playing around here. I see how you're doing. Oh, I see a dungeon. Oh, Mystic. Are there any active plugins that have the feature of seasons in Minecraft in them? That's not.
Yeah,
It's just a square lake. What the fuck? I feel cheated.
I knew you were gonna ask, but I'm not aware of any that you haven't already looked at.
I have the memory span of a goldfish, so I don't really remember.
I have the memory span of a swordfish.
This is a great image. Putting it in memes. Enjoy that.
Alright, our jailer says, "Oh fuck, I'm jailer. I'm also waiting for shrooms to kick in. Sorry if I suck."
I'm always waiting for shrooms.
That's the way you
Right
the
up.
way you play video games is on psychedelics. Splax swordfish. Splax is not a swordfish. At least I don't think Splax is a swordfish.
Watch me, Splax.
Splax.
Alright.
Watch him. Watch him. Hey, Mystic. Mystic. Mystic.
Yes.
You're gay.
No.
And I looked into the windows of her soul, and I said, bitch. Annotations? Do these contain, like, fraudulent things? Oh, Bone Man! There's a Bone Man! Yeah, that's right. Burned to death. I forget that YouTube annotations even exist. Man, I remember when the original YouTube annotations were just like basically just a text box. It was like slightly transparent over the screen. Maybe like gray, I think. Back in the good old days of 2010. Rest in pepperoni. We hardly knew you. Okay, dodge it. I remember like really other old like obscure Minecraft facts. I don't think you were here for Wax. Do you remember the original way you used to smelt items?
You said lava, right?
Yeah, you would throw them in lava. Or like near lava. It's a very interesting way of like, you know, smelting things.
Yeah.
The texture for the original ore texture was for gold and iron, and was added way back in Classic. And that ore texture remained basically unchanged until the 1.17 snapshots. Mystic Possum here has acquired the Communist Manifesto for reading purposes. I don't think you really cared. Wow. Wow, Mystic.
Hmm?
Yeah, you're focused on your town of Salem shit, aren't you?
No, I'm too dead to be focused. What's up?
Possum said that he got the Communist Manifesto.
Why do you think I'd care about something like that?
I don't know.
You think I'm sympathetic to Karl Marx? Is that it?
I think you're a Karl Marx sympathizer.
What do you take me for?
I take you for three geese introducing the Spanish Inquisition. Are you still the three geese?
Yep.
You haven't changed yours, yeah. I really enjoyed your avatar.
I have no reason to change it.
Oh no, okay, Possum claims that you're in love with Mr. Marx.
Who, Groucho?
Who?
I love Groucho.
Oscar the Grouch?
Groucho Marx. Fig, do you not know who Groucho Marx is?
No. Should I?
Yes.
Like committing
Have
a
you ever
card...
heard of the Marx Brothers?
No. I do not believe I know of them. Oh, so he's still around. Fun fact, the word assassin comes from Persian.
Comes from ass.
No, it comes from Persia. And the Persian language.
Comes from ass.
Do you know the history of the word assassin?
Yeah, it comes from the assassination.
No.
It was a joke. You're supposed to laugh.
Oh, hey man, that was pretty funny. I'll see if I can work a laugh into my schedule.
Nice.
Hey, you're welcome. Alright, I will return at approximately, before the heat death of the universe. I need to use the bathroom. Hello, is this the Krusty Krab? Well, it may be stupid, but it's also dumb. Oh. Thank you for following, Spaceman. That's scared. That noise still scares me. Maybe I should turn it down a bit. Here's some more interesting Minecraft facts. Leather armor was originally called cloth armor. And cloth armor was crafted from wool, which was called cloth at the time. So
Wool? I barely knew her.
Leather? Who's she? Human leather?
Ugh. This isn't RimWorld, Mystic.
Wait, it isn't?
Yeah, sorry.
Legendary human leather armor?
RimWorld is such a beautiful game.
I always thought we were playing RimWorld. I've been lied to.
Yeah, I'm playing a really heavily modified version of RimWorld called Mineworld.
Walking to the corner rim world.
Walking to the corner rim of the world.
Fig, how long until you hop on a rocket and go to the corner farlands of the real world?
Be right back, going to the edge of the observable universe.
Why stop at the observable universe?
I think like taking like universal geometry into account, it was like predicted that the size of the actual universe is like trillions and trillions of light years across, and that's just like mind-blowingly large. Like you can't wrap your head around that.
Yeah.
Like we already have a hard enough time wrapping our head around like, you know, millions of light years, let alone trillions.
Yeah.
Human brain not good with big number.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Do you have more information, Spaceman? I don't remember the exact details of... Okay, actually I do remember Leafy's band reason. Oh, out of curiosity, Spaceman, how did you find me? Oh, okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. You're one of the few people that's actually made it here from YouTube, of all places. Yeah, if I search anything related to, like, walking to the corner farlands, I'm the only person that it really pops up. There's like really, I think there's, maybe you could count like the people that are walking to the far lands on like one hand. And I'd say out of everyone, I'm probably the most actively doing it. See, the secret, Spaceman, is simple. No lifing. Develop an addiction. There's a few others that have made significant progress. Notably, dumb name. Is it 3 million? I think? He's like just under it. But he's also highly inconsistent. Dedication and no life. Yeah, dedication for sure, but I definitely have a life outside of here. I just do this with my free time. Wait a minute. I don't need to sleep. Server chunk cache is high enough. Ooh. Ah! Hey, Splax, I was right.
Yeah?
It's a bit delayed, but we talked shit about the British and Arkard showed up.
Hmm.
Exactly. See, you sensed that the British were being talked about, and you decided to stop in. You might find this interesting, Arkard, but this morning when I was going to work, the radio station that I listened to on the way in decided they were going to play the national anthem. I don't think that'll happen until after I reach it, Spaceman. The British are here. Oh no, not the British. I mean, it took Ekwall like 3 months to get tweeted about after he made it. I don't know. It's a possibility. Might happen. Might not. Won't really bother me either way. That is a good point, Arkard. He was flying under the radar. I'm more visible. What am American British person? Sorry, did you just have a stroke there? Yes, Arkard, he is already aware of the journey. And that's only because me and Dumb were shitposting on a Reddit thread. You're drunk typing is what's happening, Possum. Drunk? Oh man. I haven't done a nighttime session in a while. I'm sure Dumb's rolling in his sleep right now at the thought of this. Strunk. Strionk? Sturgeon. Yeah, Fjord. I do find it kind of cool that, like, slowly more and more people are filtering their way in here, because I didn't start this with the intention of that. I just wanted a way to document it. Nobody Scandinavian dogs in Bjork. Nobody Scandinavian geese. Yerk.
Drink.
Yerk.
A jork.
Weren't we doing that for like 3 minutes last night, just saying that over and over again, back and forth?
Drink.
Yerk. Bitch. Hey, Mystic, do you know what I put off for a little too many days and now I'm going to do on Friday?
Nope.
My taxes.
Ooh.
Just like last year, I've waited till the last minute. Because that's what I specialize in, procrastination. Oh, Bowman! Ooh.
Jatausk?
Yeah, JT's in my game. He's trying to kill me.
I knew it. JT is the imposter.
Would you say he's sus?
Yep, JT sus.
That's mighty sus of him. There are lots of mobs in front of me. Now, just some Spidey boys. Okay. Just meander my way around that. Other interesting Minecraft fact, moon phases were not added until beta 1.8? Or it might have been beta 1.9. Don't quote me on that one. I know it was like one of the last beta versions that added it.
Added what?
The moon phases.
I want to say that was absolutely 1.8.
Arkid thinks it was beta 1.9. Arkid is like a residential expert on like old Minecraft. Arcade, I want you to do a Let's Play series on in Minecraft InfDev. I do remember them making the moon and sun round and then reverting it. I see. Okay, so it was... Why? What's wrong with InfDev? Best I could do is... But early alpha is the same as InfDev. Okay, what's different? Is it World Gen? Is that it? Weren't Ks and InfDev like towards the end of its development cycle? Just make a strip mine. What's the problem here? That's just boring? Well, it is boring. It's boring a tunnel. Just give myself a laugh track there. That was really funny. Are you continuing your project that you were doing before your world got compromised? Nice. If I had more time, I would join this endeavor with you, but however, my time is very limited. Well, you mentioned that your previous project was like a multiplayer thing you were doing with people. I assumed it would have been the same. Thanks, man. I'll stop in for visits. Actually, hang on. Since I'm here, I need to do something very important. Alright, copy link. Okay. Test this. Awesome, it works. It's the link to the video that we made, or the video that you made. Damn it. I could have easily avoided that. But instead I didn't. I pulled the big stupid. Oh, do you really? The thumbnail's great. I just love how you edited my face on a Jack Sparrow. I really enjoyed all the experimentation we did by, you know, bringing the Farlands all the way to spawn and long-distance item teleportation. Which apparently the server didn't like, but it was still cool to experiment with. FTL travel. The spawn chunk glitch? Okay, I'll be done in about half an hour, Possum, so if you come back, see you in a little bit. If not, take care, dude. Oh, well, I mean, it's an extension of the spawn chunk glitch. I mean, well, that spawn chunk glitch is also not very well documented at all. As in, like, the portion of a wiki article that talks about the spawn chunk glitch had information that did not line up with what I had discovered, so I changed it all. Yeah, I just included the information about it occurring on the diagonal axes as well as the limit for it was labeled as being 2 to the 30th. And so I changed it to be what it actually is, which is just like about 500,000 under the integer limit. Yeah, I think the issue with the wiki's info is they could be edited by anybody, or we just might not have complete information on old versions. Which is to be expected. They're old versions. It's not like people are playing them all the time and finding out, like, weird shit about them. Do I actually have that reflected properly? Yeah, it's a good thing they ended up reverting to the round moon change. That just does not fit Minecraft at all. Reject round moon, return to square sun.
Reject circle, return to square.
Reject square, return to triangle.
Return to abacus.
Abacus? Oh yeah.
Abacus Finch.
That was pretty funny. Abacus, these nuts! I really need help. Please help. Ugh. God damn it. I done hit an island. I pulled the Titanic.
Did you get the island's consent?
Huh?
Did you get the island's consent?
I don't need that. It's a piece of land.
Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask?
Yeah, you're right. I should have asked Tumblr first. What mob is that over there? I can use my X-ray powers to figure out what mob that is. Objectifying land masses. That's funny. Oh, it's a spider. Come at me. Die. Spider? I hardly knew her. looking forward to the bomber map art, and as well as the perimeter map art. That's gonna be pretty good.
Forward?
Yeah?
I hardly know her.
I hate Kevin. Why did he have to do this to us? Oh, fuck. My shears! No! Come back. We dodged him.
All right, Splax, you ready to piss people off?
Yeah.
I think it's a specialty.
That's my specialty when I'm jailer.
Jailer.
Indeed.
Cool.
You know her?
No. Big chungus, big chungus. Ooh, a dungeon. Hell yeah, now we're fucking talking. Well, could have had something better than that. You know, I'm surprised I've not found any more gapples. Figured I would have at least ran into a second one by now. I got this gapple ages ago, too. Like, I think it was somewhere in the 2 millions that I got it.
Hmm.
last day. I'm tired and ready to go to bed. It was a long day.
Indeed.
That's some funky looking mountain right there. Someone's revving their car outside. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yep, I think here's where the hidey hole's gonna be. Alright, not bad for today. Nope. The game's locked up. Oh, there we go. And as always, thanks for walking.